Floyd and Jade don't seem to have the best opinion of Leona. During Book 3, Floyd comments that Leona sleeps his days away like a sea lion and would never lift a finger to help others. Jade observes that Leona would be a troublesome man to have as an enemy and says that he was under the impression that Leona had no interest in creating disputes with his fellow house warden, Azul, asking Grimm and the others how they managed to bend him to their will. When Epel says Leona is caring, Floyd says, "That sure ain't the sea lion I know." Floyd is not worried when Leona disappears during Vargas camp, saying that he is probably just asleep somewhere. Leona backs Ace up during Spectral Soiree, saying that Floyd's strength is inconsistent at best, and there's no predicting where his mood will take him. Doesn't matter if you're a bishop or a knight. If you don't stick to your role on the chessboard, then you're a liability. Floyd does not appreciate the comment, responding, "It don't matter how strong you are if you never do anything. Seems to me like you do better as bait." Ace, Floyd and Leona come across a box with 2 buttons on it during the course of the event, and Leona says that pressing the square button will turn every living creature within a 1-kilometer radius into stone. Floyd immediately presses the square button and Leona reveals it was a joke. Floyd says that while Leona's smug attitude is getting on his nerves, he found Leona's story about the box to be more exciting than fighting ghosts. Leona tells Ace to be careful with his handling of the box as there will be no stopping it if it activates again. Spinning a yarn was just what we needed to distract a certain moray with a short attention span. That, and I knew whichever button I told him to press, he'd hit the opposite, revealing that he had been telling the truth about the box being a magical artifact. Floyd asks Leona to dance after the events of Spectral Soiree, but Leona turns him down, saying that while he isn't the type to hold a grudge, he wants Floyd to stay out of his sight. Ace backs Leona up and blames Floyd for picking a fight with the ghosts in the first place, but Leona and Floyd then find common ground by teasing Ace about his line of "the Hallowenders aren't gonna lose, period." Floyd and Leona join forces again during Vargas camp against the mine monster. Jade approaches Leona during the Spectral Soiree Halloween party, offering him a drink and asking to hear about a recent incident involving Floyd. Leona apologizes immediately to Jade's surprise, but Jade insists on hearing about what happened between the two of them, saying, "It might help prevent him from causing you future bother." There is a flashback to a spell drive practice where Floyd tried to interject himself despite not being on the spell drive team, offering to go head-to-head with Leona by saying, "You'll have way more fun fighting me than these small fry," but Leona outright ignored him. Leona apologizes for it a second time, explaining that he might have inadvertently ignored Floyd, but he has a voice line about just ignoring Floyd because fighting him isn't worth it, so that might be Leona's go-to tactic for handling Floyd in general. Jade explains, "Floyd has a certain admiration for strong people. You're a rather formidable spell drive player and an equally capable mage. He must have wanted to fight you in earnest." Leona says that he doubts he would live up to Floyd's expectations and abruptly ends the conversation, saying that Jade had better go to someone else if he is trying to sniff out intel for his job. Jade says that he hasn't the faintest idea what Leona is talking about and, "I'd prefer to keep speaking with you personally. I was simply trying to get to know you better." Leona counters with, "There's only one reason you'd use your precious family as an excuse to get close to me. You're fishing for blackmail material. I don't want to owe anyone from Octavanel anything. So I gave you a conversation in return for the drink you brought me." Jade says that he has learned something new today about Leona's social conscientiousness and hopes that they will be able to speak again soon.